Hi, I'm Roxane Lessa, the Art Quilters Coach, and welcome to my little studio. It's kind of a gray day here today, so I've got my extra studio lights on, and I'm going to show you around at some of my favorite things. Let's start with my all-important design wall here. Right now it's covered up with a curtain rod that I hung and just some simple curtain clips. And behind it is where all the magic happens. So let me go ahead and move that curtain aside. Gotta lift this up here. And just bring it all the way over to reveal my felt covered tiled design wall. Right now I have a piece that's just ready to trim and bind. I'm pretty much finished with the quilting. These design tiles are just attached to the wall with 3M strips. And down below I have some books stored that I use all the time. And when I'm not using the design wall, I just cover it up with the curtain. And then over here, I have my fabric storage, my irons, and this is my ironing station that is on wheels. So I ordered these from Home Depot and then got the coaster wheels to put on the bottom to raise it up. And then on top is a big ironing board, which is covered with just the silver ironing board cover. And then I have a pad, and then this is the board itself, which you can order from Big Board. And then over here I have Teeny, who is my favorite studio pest friend. Teeny, say hi. Okay, she just said hi. Okay, so I have several ironing tools. I have my Oliso. I have a really old Panasonic, a slightly newer, I don't know what that iron is. Anyway, it's just a basic generic iron. Basic tools like freezer paper, things for fusing. I store my wool batting down below, and some odds and ends and some bins. Now, if I want to get this all out of the way, watch out, Teeny, we're going on a little trip here. I'm just rolling it out, and I'll show you where a lot of my fabric storage is. And I got these from Target, and they're relatively inexpensive, and I arrange my fabric by color and value. Down below I have some bins with scraps that I save. I don't save every single scrap. Up here are just some odds and ends, and up here are my hand dyes and my solids and more scraps arranged by color. And then some basic prints down below. And of course, I have other places where I stash fabric, but that's the majority of it. And then over on this side is my cutting table, which I like to leave open. I can drop both sides of it, and on top of it is a really old cutting mat that I bought years ago. And this is where I hold on to some scraps and some fabric that I've been working on with an actual project that I'm working on. And then over here, oh, this is my phone stand where I do some of my videoing. And then lights and clips. These little guys hold on to the edge of a quilt while I'm quilting it to take the weight off of my, and they move around, which is really cool. So I can put the quilt in there on the end, and it will take the weight off the table. And this is my Beautiful Bernina 710, which is my workhorse. I love it. I use it for everything. And then I have an old sewing cabinet, which can raise the machine up or down, which I love. Some extra storage. Storage for glue sticks and clips and scissors and rotary cutters and marking tools. This is just a tray that I ordered. And then over here is just my desk. Some of my thread, not all of it, but a lot of it, most of it. My desk. Some file cabinets. And then we're back to the design wall. And so that's pretty much it. I do have another closet over here where I hang some of my quilts that are finished. So I'll bring you over here just to show you real quick. This is a mess, so I'm warning you. I hang them using just like pants and skirt hangers. And this is my larger quilts on this side. So when I need a quilt for a show, I can just pull them off the hanger and get them ready for the show.
So, Roxane, thank you so much for joining us today and for showing us your amazing studio.
Thank you.
I have a big question for you, though. Is it always that tidy?
I didn't think it was that tidy, but yeah, I keep the fabric pretty well organized. I don't do well with a lot of clutter, and
And do you, sorry,
it's a
carry on.
smaller space, so it's like everything is in this one room. So if I don't keep it somewhat tidy, then I can't think.
I know a lot of people are the same. Obviously, I don't have that, although my ironing board is looking unusually clean at the moment because I was actually using it yesterday. Do you have a specific ritual? Like, do you put away everything at the end of the day, or are you waiting until the end of a project, or how do you do it?
I try to tidy up at the end of the day. Like I have a basket on my table where I keep all the scraps and I put the tools away in one, at least keep them in one location so that I know where they are when I come back to work.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like organization. I tend to open up things that have to do with studio organization because I can always get better at it. So,
Oh, right. I know. And there's always so many different articles all over the
yeah.
place. I know I'm a sucker on Pinterest when I see
Yes,
those
same.
10 favorite things type
Yep.
articles. And I noticed you had 3 irons, which I thought was very impressive. How do you decide which one to use?
I actually have more. I keep adding to the collection. Well, the really old one that I keep, one day it will die. I don't know when, but I've had it for over 20 years. I use that for fusing because I don't care if it gets gunked up.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So I use my oldest iron for that. And then somebody just gave me an iron one day, and I just use that for regular, pressing bindings and ironing stuff.
Hmm.
I try not to get that one dirty. The little one, the Aliso, the mini one, is for I like to use that when I really need to get in tight or for doing curved seaming. It gets hot fast and I can get in there with a smaller iron.
They are fabulous,
That's,
those Alisos. Yeah.
yeah. And then I bought a big Rowenta steamer. It's a big heavy iron and it's got a big steaming um,
Like a tank or something.
reservoir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just started using that for blocking.
Oh,
Like when I really
interesting.
want some,
Yeah.
like I'll hover steam over it
Yeah.
and because it produces good steam without spitting.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know what you mean with that.
Yeah.
And someone told me once that the way to stop you occasionally will get like brown water and so on with steam irons is to empty them each
Yes.
time you finish using them and then refill it when you want to use it again.
Yeah. Well, I definitely have to with this one. I do.
Mm,
I do. If I put any water in there, I always empty it because I don't
yeah,
want old water sitting in there. But
no, no,
yeah,
sweet.
that wasn't a cheap iron, but one of my favorite teachers swears by it. So I thought, okay, I'll bite. I'll bite. Why not?
And I know for some people it's a real luxury to have a lot of space or like a dedicated room.
Mhm.
Have you always been able to have a dedicated room, or was that something you kind of gained over time?
Mm. Well, originally when I started, I converted a master bedroom into my studio, and that was the best studio I ever had.
Mm,
But I owned the house that back then. Now I'm renting, and so I've had to either share the space with other people or, but right now I have this one of the, it's a two bedroom and one of the bedrooms is my studio. So
right.
I
I
feel
do the same
fortunate.
thing. Yeah. No, I've got a studio office now in a two
Yeah.
bedroom, which is wonderful. Not having to have the office in my bedroom is a big advantage.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then we saw your beautiful thread racks on the wall as well. How much thread do you have? Because you said that that was some of it.
Not a lot, not a lot. What you saw is pretty much the majority of it. I have another small drawer with some neutral threads and bobbin threads.
Hmm.
Um, and another drawer with just some general thread I've collected, but very small compared to some quilters. Like I went to visit Hollis Chatelaine in her home studio years ago, and she has drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers,
Right.
every color you can think of. But I don't, I quilt, I do quilt, but I have thread that I've had for years.
Mm,
I just, and I tend to go through certain colors faster than others, but
yeah.
I very rarely have to reorder. So I don't
And
know.
do you have a brand that you prefer to use? Or
Yeah, I really like Superior Threads
mm,
a
okay,
lot.
wonderful. And then finally, you had your fabric very neatly stored there. How do you deal with scraps? Do you keep everything? Is there a minimum size that you keep? What do you do?
So I don't keep anything larger than or smaller than that.
Hmm. What are we
Pretty,
looking at? It's about an inch by 2 inches, was that? Something like that?
yeah, like 2 to 3 inches. If it's smaller than that, I don't keep it because I know I could make things with the smaller scraps, but I also know that I won't. So,
True. Yeah, very true.
and then some scraps are just such an awkward shape. I mean, what the heck are you going to do with it? So
Mhm.
I do keep them in small bins, the scraps that I do keep.
I saw that. It looked like the bins were different colors as well.
Yeah,
Match
yeah,
that.
those are old toy bins that I saved from when my kids were little. Like I used to have a
Wonderful idea.
storage system and I never got rid of the little plastic bins. I thought, oh, these are great little organizers. So I kept them.
No, they are. And they seem to fit on those shelves really
I
nicely.
know, I know. And the shelves just came from Target.
Brilliant.
I
Yeah,
know.
wonderful. Well, I'm going to have some links to some of the things that you've mentioned in the video notes.
Okay.
But thank you so much. Now, just remind people that are watching this, where can they find you?
Oh boy. You can find me I have a YouTube channel that I'm currently working on very hard.
And
So
I'll link to that as well
yeah,
in the show
that's
notes.
at Roxane Lessa. Um, and you can find me on Instagram. Same thing. I think it's at
Lovely.
Roxane
And
Lessa.
then if any guilds or groups are listening that would like to have you come in as a teacher
Yeah,
or a lecturer, do you have a website that they should go to?
absolutely. So my portfolio website also has an information page where there are, all kinds of links for classes and contracts and all
Wonderful.
that stuff. And that's just roxanelessa.com. And you
Perfect.
can
All
also
right.
see all my artwork and classes and everything is on there too.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your space with us today.
Thank you, B.
Thanks.
It's a
Bye.
pleasure. Bye.
And there we go. And that was it.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
that was
Great
wonderful.
questions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll cut this to go onto your video, and I'm going to do them individually and also in threes so that
Okay.
people can,
Yeah, I saw that.
choose how they want to watch them.
Okay. And was my video okay? Was it?
Yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it was really, she follows me from room to room, so it was inevitable she was going to show up in the video.
My Charlotte only follows me from room to room when she thinks it's dinner time, and I might possibly have forgotten that it was dinner time. But that generally starts from about an hour before dinner time.
Yes,
so,
the pre-beg. Yeah.
Oh goodness, the pain they go through. Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's great to see you. Thank you so
Lovely to
much,
chat.
and see you again soon.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.